Welcome back. Well, yes, we're not forgetting about what's breaking or what's happening anywhere else. But yes, there's so much going on in the country. And yes, we're going to go ahead, as you may have seen in that welcoming slide, to get the perspective of His Excellency Dave Umahi, Governor of Ebonyi State, on the Southeast security matters. Good morning, Your Excellency. Thank you for joining us this morning. But we'll have to start by asking and getting your views, your opinion. What do you think of this Supreme Court ruling yesterday concerning Bayelsa State's governorship election?
Good morning, Chamberlain. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, I'm not a lawyer, Chamberlain, to comment fully. But I think the court ruling is very clear. And there is no ambiguity in that. The INEC should go ahead and issue certificate of return to PDP candidate, because though not a lawyer, but at least experience from other judgments of Supreme Court and other courts, you find out that when somebody is not qualified to stand election, every vote gotten by that person, if the person did otherwise to stand election, is assumed to be null and void. So, meaning that the spread is a spread of, anything minus those unlawful votes. And even if, the PDP did not score in any of the polling units or local government, and you have 0 votes, other than that of the voided ones, the 2/3 of nothing is nothing. So it means that anyhow you look at it, the judgment is very clear, and that's the way I see it.
But do you think that, or how concerned are politicians? Because now it does appear lately, from what we've seen, so much decisions, the courts deciding who becomes what. Are politicians concerned, and how concerned are they? Or is it that they just think, okay, well, if that's the next level, maybe the next phase, let's even concentrate our arsenal on the courts and ensure that we have those other ends covered? Or do they want to ensure we fix the political system so that the people can indeed determine who becomes what, such that power really stays with the people, and not the courts taking all of these decisions most of the time?
We can't actually blame the courts, because the court is acting based, what is before them. They have a constitution to protect. So it's actually the people. And I have said it many times that the level of insecurity, the level of corruption we have is because we've not really allowed the people to, bring up their leaders. And, during the election, there are a lot of things that happen that shouldn't. If I can stay in the comfort of my room to vote, there will be no violence, there will be no killing, and the votes will count. And so if I'm there, I have to work very hard to satisfy the people, hoping that the people, will be satisfied to re-elect me or to even vote for me in the first place. So the system ought to be looked into. Because we're talking about increasing even insecurity in the country, is because of all these vices that people, we attain to leadership through other means. So I suggest strongly that the review of the Constitution should take care of all these things. It's not a question of blaming this or that. We ought to blame ourselves.
Well, interestingly, they've set up a committee in the Senate, I think National Assembly as well, to take a look at the review of the Constitution. And speaking about security, yes, that's why you're also here. So tell us, at the time that the Southeast Security Southeast governors met to speak about security and other related matters, many were of the impression that the Southeast governors and some of the leaders were not on the same page. Some of the leaders wanted something else, but the governors wanted or are meeting with the IGP to toe the line of community policing. What really is the position and situation of things at the moment?
Yeah, I'm not sure we are saying different things. The only thing is that every governor is tied by the constitution that he swore to uphold. And I believe strongly because of the level of insecurity in the country, and I've told you one of the sources of insecurity is because of the way we handle our elections. But let's leave it at that. You see, what the people are saying is actually being said in different ways, but it's simply that we want state police. But the Constitution, as it is, has not allowed the governors to practice state police. So no governor is going to go outside the Constitution he swore to uphold to do that. So I believe strongly that the people should rather talk to the National Assembly, that the people have the powers that can change the Constitution to allow them to have what they need. But let me also say that, the Southeast governors, we are doing quite a lot, but we are not talking much, to the public because we could easily be misunderstood. Essentially because our people are stoutly, in search of state police. That's the definition of what they need. But we've met them, halfway, by what we're doing. Since we came on board in 2015, each of the Southeast states, has a, established Ministry of Security. And using that ministry, we've been able to establish community-based security, programs like Operation GOV'SHIP, Neighborhood Watch, Vigilante, Forest Guard, NEPSmen, farmers committees. And of late, we are looking at ways of integrating, our community-based security programs, at the center of our region, which is at Enugu. And that's why we came up, sometime in July to form, joint security committee.